Welcome viewers, today we embark on an enlightening journey with our presentation titled, When the Chain is Broken, Uncovering the Threat of Supply Chain Attacks on Business Value Chains. In an age where interconnectivity defines our business landscape, the security and integrity of our supply chains have never been more crucial. This presentation aims to delve deep into the hidden crevices of cyber threats, particularly focusing on the often overlooked domain of supply chain attacks. As we navigate through this topic, we'll uncover how these attacks not only disrupt the operational flow but also leave lasting scars on the very fabric of business value chains. We'll explore the intricate web of dependencies in modern supply chains and how the vulnerabilities within this system open doors for cyber threats. Today's session will shed light on the mechanics of supply chain attacks, how they work, who they target, and the multifaceted impact they have. We'll also discuss real-life scenarios, providing insight into recent attacks that have shaken industries, especially in the critical sector of oil and gas. Moreover, our journey will guide us through the challenges and hurdles in identifying and mitigating these risks. As we conclude, we will emerge with strategies and action plans, empowering businesses to fortify their defenses against these insidious threats. Join us as we navigate the complex world of supply chain security and learn how to safeguard our businesses against these hidden dangers. Let's begin our exploration into when the chain is broken, and equip ourselves with the knowledge and tools to strengthen our business value chains against the evolving landscape of cyber threats. Imagine the supply chain as the lifeblood of our business. It is an intricate network of people, products, and services, all harmoniously working together to drive our business forward. This network is not just a logistical feat, it's a symphony of coordinated efforts that defines our business efficiency and success. However, there's a flip side to this. This very network, which is a cornerstone of our operations, can also become a target for malicious attacks. Picture a supply chain attack as a Trojan horse scenario, where an attacker infiltrates our system through a trusted vendor. It's a breach of trust that turns a strength into a vulnerability. Alarmingly, these types of attacks are on the rise, with an increase of up to 430%. Attackers are constantly seeking new, less fortified entry points to cripple operations and businesses. This steep increase is a wake-up call, emphasizing the need for robust security measures in our supply chain. As we navigate through this presentation, let's keep in mind, while our supply chain is a pillar of our business success, it also demands vigilant protection. It's a delicate balance, fostering efficient operations while fortifying against potential threats. Our task is to ensure this balance is maintained, safeguarding our business's integrity and future. As we continue our exploration into the realm of supply chain security, let's delve into a critical component of our discussion. This slide aims to provide a clear understanding of what we are up against and why it matters. Firstly, let's define a supply chain attack. It is a strategic assault where attackers cunningly exploit the vulnerable elements in a supply chain. The goal? To cripple the operations or business of the target. Imagine a set of dominoes. When one falls, it triggers a cascade. Similarly, a single vulnerability in the supply chain can lead to widespread disruption. Now, let's contextualize this in our business value chain. This chain represents a series of interconnected activities, each adding value to our products or services, from inception to the point they reach our final consumers. In this interconnected web, a breach at any point can ripple through the entire chain, impacting the overall value and integrity of our offerings. But why are these attacks becoming more prevalent? The answer lies in the rapid pace of technological advancements. These advancements, while beneficial, also bring forth new, sophisticated threats. These threats can not only disrupt our business operations but can also tarnish our hard-earned reputation. Our purpose today is not just to understand these attacks. We aim to go beyond, to examine real-life case studies, to unearth how these attacks unfold, and most importantly, to equip ourselves with knowledge and strategies to mitigate these risks. As we proceed, let's bear in mind the gravity of these threats and the pivotal role of proactive defense in safeguarding our business's future. Welcome to an important segment of our presentation where we explore the intricacies of supply chain attacks and their impact on the global business value chain. Let's dive into the specifics. At its core, a supply chain attack is about exploiting vulnerabilities. These are not random attacks but calculated moves targeting the weaker links in the supply chain. The objective? To gain unauthorized access to critical data or systems. It's akin to finding a chink in the armor, one that can compromise the entire defense. Now, let's place this in the context of the business value chain. This chain is not a simple, linear process but a complex network of integrated activities involving producers, distributors, and suppliers. Each of these entities contributes to the added value of our products or services. However, this interconnectedness, while essential for business efficiency, also creates potential entry points for attackers. Who are the main targets in these attacks? It's often the suppliers, vendors, or business partners who have access to key systems or data of the primary company. They are targeted because breaching their defenses can provide a gateway to the larger, more lucrative targets. An important factor to consider is the global complexity of these chains. Our business value chains don't just operate within local or national boundaries, they span across the globe. This transnational nature adds multiple layers of complexity in terms of security and risk management. Different regions have varied security protocols and standards, making uniform protection a challenging task. In summary, understanding the dynamics of supply chain attacks and their impact on the global business value chain is crucial. It underscores the need for a comprehensive and strategic approach to security, one that considers the multifaceted and transnational nature of modern business operations. In this slide, we embark on a chronological journey through some of the most significant cyber attacks in recent years, particularly targeting the oil, gas, and energy sectors. These incidents underline the escalating sophistication and impact of cyber threats in these critical industries. Let's start in 2012 with a dramatic cyber attack on Saudi Aramco, the world's largest oil producer. In a devastating blow, 30,000 computers were wiped clean of data, displaying instead a burning American flag. This attack, claimed by the group Cutting Sword of Justice, was not just a digital assault but also a political statement, with the group accusing the Saudi government of supporting crimes and atrocities in the Middle East. Fast forward to 2015, and we encounter Operation Petrol, a malware campaign that targeted oil and gas companies across the Middle East, Europe, and the US. The attackers employed phishing emails laced with malicious attachments to infiltrate networks and exfiltrate sensitive information, showcasing the use of relatively simple methods for significant breaches. In 2017, a chilling cyber attack aimed at a petrochemical plant in Saudi Arabia sought to cause an explosion by tampering with its safety systems. This attack, attributed to a group named Zenitime, was only thwarted due to a flaw in the malware's code. The potential for a major disaster was narrowly avoided. Finally, in 2020, a pivotal attack on Colonial Pipeline, the largest fuel pipeline in the U.S., forced a shutdown that led to widespread fuel shortages and price spikes. Executed by a ransomware group called DarkSide, this incident highlighted the fragility of critical infrastructure and the bold motivations of attackers, primarily driven by financial gains. These incidents, stretching across a decade, reflect not just the evolving nature of cyber threats but also the growing need for robust and resilient security measures in the energy sector. Each attack, unique in its execution and impact, offers valuable lessons in cybersecurity, underscoring the urgency for collective vigilance and proactive defense strategies. In this crucial segment of our presentation, we delve into a deeper understanding of how these attacks are orchestrated and what they aim to achieve. Let's begin with phishing. It's a deceptively simple yet effective technique, where attackers craft fake emails designed to look legitimate. The goal? To trick recipients into handing over important credentials. These emails are often the first step in a larger, more devastating attack, as they provide the hackers with keys to enter secured digital domains. Next, we come to malware. This is about embedding malicious software into systems. Once inside, this software can do everything from stealing sensitive data to causing direct interference with operational processes. The ingenuity of malware lies in its ability to remain hidden, often causing damage before it's even detected. Security exploits take us into more technical territory. Here, attackers identify and leverage weaknesses in the overall system. This could be in software or hardware, or even in less tangible aspects like network security protocols. The aim is to find a chink in the armor and use it as a passage to infiltrate and compromise the system. Insider threats present a different challenge. These are scenarios where individuals within an organization, who have legitimate access, misuse their privileges. Whether for personal gain or to aid outside attackers, these insiders can cause significant damage due to their trusted status and access levels. So, what are the main goals of these attacks? They often focus on entities within the supply chain that have access to critical systems or data. By targeting these points, attackers can cause maximum disruption or theft, affecting not just a single entity but the entire chain. It's a domino effect where compromising one link can set off a chain reaction, leading to widespread impact. Understanding these techniques and goals is vital. It helps us recognize potential threats and devise more effective defense strategies. As we navigate through these complexities, we gain insight into the minds of attackers, equipping ourselves better to protect our critical supply chain infrastructure. In this segment of our presentation, we focus on the multifaceted consequences these breaches can have on an organization. Understanding the impact is crucial in appreciating the full scope of these threats and in shaping our response strategies. Let's start with financial loss, a direct and often immediate effect of these attacks. The damage can be twofold: firstly, the loss of revenue due to disrupted operations, and secondly, the potential fines that may arise from failing to protect sensitive data. Furthermore, there are significant costs associated with the recovery of systems and data, which can strain a company's financial resources. Moving to reputation and trust, the damage here can be even more debilitating in the long run. A breach in security can erode the hard-earned trust of customers and business partners. The loss of reputation is not just a public relations issue, it's a business crisis that can affect market position and customer loyalty for years to come. In terms of legal and compliance, the repercussions can be severe. Organizations may face lawsuits and regulatory sanctions, especially if the breach results in the compromise of customer data, violating laws and regulations meant to protect such information. Operational disruption is another critical impact. Production and distribution delays can cascade through the supply chain, causing widespread inefficiencies and bottlenecks. The disruption of operations can not only affect current revenue streams but also future business opportunities. Lastly, let's talk about competitive disadvantage. When critical business data is stolen, it can result in a significant loss of competitive advantage. Competitors might gain insights into proprietary technologies, strategies, or customer data, leveling a playing field that took years to build. In summary, the impact of supply chain attacks can be extensive and devastating. These attacks affect not just the immediate operational capabilities but can also have long-term effects on a company's financial health, reputation, legal standing, and competitive position. Recognizing these potential impacts underscores the importance of robust security measures to safeguard against such threats. As we delve deeper into our discussion on supply chain security, this slide highlights the various hurdles that businesses often encounter in safeguarding their supply chains. Understanding these challenges is crucial in developing more effective security strategies. Firstly, we address the issue of early detection. One of the most significant challenges in supply chain security is the ability to detect threats at an early stage. The stealthy nature of these attacks often means they go unnoticed until it's too late, making early detection and prevention a key yet challenging goal. Next, we encounter the complexity of the supply chain itself. With so many interconnected touch points, identifying and addressing risks at each stage can be a daunting task. The complexity multiplies with each vendor, partner, and process involved, requiring a comprehensive approach to risk management. Collaboration between entities poses another significant challenge. Effective supply chain security requires seamless information sharing and coordination of security strategies among all entities involved. However, varying capabilities, resources, and priorities can hinder this collaborative effort, leaving gaps in the overall security posture. The availability of security resources is another obstacle. Many organizations, especially smaller ones, often lack the necessary security and technology resources. This limitation can lead to vulnerabilities that are easily exploited by attackers. Compliance and security standards are critical in supply chain security, yet achieving consistent compliance can be challenging. Different entities may have varying degrees of adherence to these standards, leading to inconsistent security levels within the supply chain. Finally, we must consider the rapid pace of technology development. While technological advancements offer new tools for enhancing security, they also bring new threats. Keeping up with these evolving threats requires constant vigilance and adaptation. In conclusion, tackling these challenges and obstacles requires a multifaceted approach. It involves not just technological solutions but also a strong emphasis on collaboration, resource allocation, and continuous adaptation to new threats. By recognizing and addressing these challenges, organizations can take a significant step towards more secure and resilient supply chains. In this critical section of our presentation, we turn our focus towards proactive solutions. Here, we outline key strategies to safeguard against supply chain attacks, emphasizing a layered and comprehensive approach to security. We begin with security risk assessment, a foundational step in any security strategy. This involves the identification and handling of potential weaknesses within the supply chain. By understanding where vulnerabilities lie, businesses can tailor their security measures to be more effective and targeted. Continuous monitoring then takes the stage. This is not just about having security systems in place, it's about actively monitoring these systems to detect and respond to suspicious activities as they occur. Continuous monitoring acts as an early warning system, enabling rapid response to potential threats. Cybersecurity training is next, an often underrated but crucial element. Increasing awareness and the ability of employees to identify threats plays a vital role in prevention. A well-informed workforce can act as the first line of defense against phishing and other social engineering attacks. Inter-organization collaboration is where the collective effort comes in. No entity is an island in a supply chain. Cooperation among all parties involved is key to developing a common security strategy that covers all aspects of the supply chain network. Encryption and access control are technical but essential aspects. Protecting sensitive data and systems from unauthorized access through robust encryption and strict access control measures is a must in safeguarding critical information. Adopting industrial safety standards involves aligning with established security protocols and frameworks. A strong security framework not only helps in maintaining a baseline of security but also aids in regulatory compliance. Lastly, periodic security testing is vital. Regularly testing security measures for effectiveness ensures that defenses not only are robust but also remain relevant against evolving threats. In summary, a multi-layered approach encompassing risk assessment, continuous monitoring, training, collaboration, technical controls, standardization, and testing forms the backbone of a robust mitigation strategy for supply chain security. By implementing these strategies, businesses can strengthen their defense against the growing threat of supply chain attacks. As we reach the conclusion of our presentation, let's reflect on the key insights and actions that are essential for safeguarding our businesses in this interconnected digital age. We've recognized that supply chain attacks represent a serious cybersecurity threat. In a world where business operations are increasingly interlinked digitally, these attacks pose a significant risk not just to individual entities but to entire networks. It's a challenge that extends beyond traditional cybersecurity boundaries, one that requires our undivided attention and action. The role of collaboration cannot be overstated. Strengthening the security of a supply chain is not a solo endeavor. It calls for a united front, where collaboration between different entities within the supply chain is paramount. Sharing knowledge, resources, and strategies is not just beneficial, it's essential in developing a robust defense against these sophisticated threats. Mitigation strategy is our blueprint for defense. Adopting comprehensive mitigation strategies is critical in managing the risks associated with supply chain attacks. These strategies must be dynamic, encompassing continuous risk assessment, vigilant monitoring, and regular updates to keep pace with evolving threats. Investment in security is an investment in the future. This encompasses both technology and training. By investing in state-of-the-art security technology and continuous training for our workforce, we build a stronger, more resilient foundation for our business operations. It's an investment that protects not just our data and systems but also our reputation and trustworthiness in the market. Lastly, a proactive response to these threats is indispensable. Preparing for and responding to supply chain attacks is an ongoing process. It's about being one step ahead, anticipating potential threats, and having robust response mechanisms in place. This proactive stance is not just about defense, it's about ensuring the sustainability and longevity of our company's operations and reputation in an increasingly complex and threat-prone business environment. In closing, let's carry forward the understanding and strategies discussed today. Embracing collaboration, adopting a multifaceted mitigation approach, investing in comprehensive security, and maintaining a proactive stance are not just strategies, they are necessities in safeguarding our businesses against the ever-evolving threat of supply chain attacks.